it yesterday. It raises this ugly head now and again, but yesterday woke up fine, and then a stiff breast. It was like, oh, I can't put weight on my foot. So I'm okay. There's just certain things I just can't do. So child's pose. So wide knees, child's pose, and then your two big toes to touch, yeah. Just like Shirley's demonstrating here. And we're taking the arms out, but you can rest your forearms with your elbows onto the mat just to begin with. We're going to take this opportunity just to anchor into our breath. So whatever comings and goings that you had to arrive to your mat, we're going to try our best and park them to one side. We're going to listen to the ebb and flow of our breath. Repeat the little affirmation. My breath is my anchor to this present moment. It is my connection to clarity. As you are focusing on your breath, I want you to try and extend your breath. So rather than a rapid, fast flowing breath, we want to try and slow that breath down to at least a count of 5. But if you can increase it to a count of 8, coming in and a count of 8 as it flows out. Work your way up to that number, starting with 5 or 6, and then increasing the depth of your breath. And with your next exhalation, see if you can walk your hands a little bit further forward to the front of your mat. Perhaps slowly, with every breath in and out, you will start to lift your elbows away from the floor, engaging your hands a little bit more, pressing the backs of the knuckles, the thumbs, creating an activation in the arms, lengthening into the armpits and the side body, and bringing your sit bones down in the direction of your heels. And then from there, I want you just to flex your hands so that you're bringing the heel of your hands to the mat and your fingertips to the ceiling. Just flexing your hands. And then bring your fingertips to the floor, lifting your wrists. So you're creating a dome formation in the hands. So just the fingertips and the thumbs. And then once again, flexing your hands so that your fingertips are towards the ceiling, heel of your hands pressed into the mat. And then bringing your fingertips to the mat and lifting your wrists away. So creating a dome with your hands. Good, one more time. Flex, breathing in, and on the exhalation, dome. Keeping that dome formation of your hands, lengthening your arms. I want you to rotate your nose to the right, just looking underneath your right armpit. Breathe in, and on the exhale, rotate your nose to the left, looking underneath your left armpit. Inhale, and bring your nose to center, and I just want you to start to move your ribs from side to side. So we worked on this the last couple of weeks, just isolating the rib cage, just a small movement from side to side. Good. And then I want you to lift your gaze and rock your body all the way up towards that tabletop position. And then bring your knees so that they're stepping underneath your hips, and then start to rock your your body forward and back. Engaging your center, your core. And then perhaps every other rock, tuck your toes of both feet under and sit back onto your heels so you're giving your toes a nice big stretch. And then point, sitting back. And then tuck, stretching the toes. Continue to breathe in and exhale. And then rock your way up to tabletop position. You're going to take your right hand behind your head, and you're going to open up your right elbow, rotating round to the right. Keep pressing the left hand into the floor, and then release the right hand, reach it up to the ceiling, breathe in, and on the exhalation, thread that right arm through your left, bring in your right shoulder and right side of your face to the mat. This left hand is anchored into the floor. You can push it away a little bit more to help with that rotation. And if you feel quite secure in this position, you can take your left hand and wrap it around your lower back. Tuck in your fingertips into your right thigh. So the right arm is used to rotate. That's it. That's it. Yes, that's it. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more. Breathe in. And on the exhalation, release your left hand from behind your back. Place it onto the floor. Push the floor away with your left hand. Bring in your right arm and hand all the way up to the ceiling. One more rotation. And then place that right hand down onto your tabletop. Other side. Take the left hand behind your head. Take the left elbow up towards the ceiling. Open, open, open. And then release the hand to the ceiling. Good. Breathe in. And on the exhale, thread it through your right. Lowering slowly your left shoulder, left side face to the mat. And once you feel secure, options is to keep that right hand anchored in, pushing the floor away, helping with the rotation, or release and wrap it around your lower back, tucking the fingertips into your left thigh. And breathe. One more. Inhale. And on the exhale, release the right hand, place it down, just underneath the right shoulder, push the floor away, coming back up to tabletop position. Good. Now we're going to rock our bodies forward into a half plank. Now I want you to grab your two blocks and place your hands on the two blocks. I want you to take it a little bit wider than we normally would. So a little bit wider than shoulder distance apart. Placing your hands on the two blocks. So this is the modified push up, push down. So we're going to hug those elbows in, and we're going to bend the elbows towards the back of your mat as opposed to out wide of your mat. So you're going to lower your heart between the two blocks, so lowering, and then push the floor away, okay? Now that's the modified version. So it's important to keep those elbows in. If you find that your elbows want to go out, then only dip a little bit, only dip a few inches, okay? For the full version, tuck the toes, come into plank, and then we're going to lower all the way down in one long line, and then strongly push the floor away, back to a plank. Now, in plank position, try to have the heart going up towards the ceiling, the tailbone slightly tucked, so you're really engaging into the core. Good. Breathe in, elbows in, bend all the way down. Bring in your heart down to the floor, one long line, one long line. Good. And then push the floor away. Half plank or full plank, sorry. I don't mean to giggle. It's a nice, straight off the bat. Let's go, and down. Breathe it in, and breathe out. Push up, push up. Good, two more. Breathe in, lower all the way down. Elbows in, tight, 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 tight. Hug, 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 hug. And then push all the way up. And then last one, breathe in. You're clapping already. And then push all the way up, 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 up. Good. Now come into our little downward dog, our first for today. So bend those knees, your hands are on your blocks. So it makes it a little bit more easier to create that lift. Now keep the knees bent so that we can place emphasis on the spine. We want the sit bones to be equal, and we want to hug the forearms in, Rotate the biceps ever so slightly away. Tuck in your front ribs and tuck in your belly. Looking at the space between your knees, your dristing. Good. And then if you want to take your dog for a little walk, bend one knee, straighten the other. And change. And change. One more, breathe in. And come to static downward dog. And then we're going to undulate the spine from your tailbone, coming forward into your plank. One more time. And then we're lowering all the way down with control. You can drop the knees or lower, hugging those elbows down onto the mat. Now slide your blocks all the way out in front. Hold it onto the blocks so you're gripping your blocks with your little finger and your thumb. The rest of the fingers is onto the mat. Now drop your forehead onto the mat. I'm keeping my head lifted so you can hear me. Squeeze the tush, tuck in your tailbone, draw the navel in. And I want you to take the right hand away, holding onto the block, and the left leg away. Lift. So you're holding onto the right block, you're lifting the right block with your hand. Right block, other right. Hold it onto the block. Hold it on. That's it. Good. One more breath, breathe in. Exhale, lower. Draw the navel in, tuck in the tailbone. Squeeze the tush. And lift the left arm, right leg. Holding onto the left block this time, away from the floor. Good. Breathe in. And on the exhale, lower. Now release the blocks. And I want you to lift the legs, squeeze the tush, tuck in the tailbone, and bring your arms into cactus arms. Cactus arms. That's it, good. Now slide your hands all the way behind your tailbone, interlace your hands, squeeze, and lift a little bit more. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Breathe in. And on the exhale, release the hands either side of your chest. Tuck the toes of your both feet under. Push the floor away, half plank. That's it, and then downward dog. Deep breath in. And on the exhale, take your right knee to your right elbow, coming forward into your one-legged plank. Lots of space between you and the floor. And then bring it back to downward dog. Bend the knees. Breathe in. On the exhale, take your right knee to your left elbow. And bring it back to downward dog. And then take your right knee all the way to your nose. And step up. Frame your right foot with your two hands. Drop the left knee to the mat. Drop the left knee to the mat. And we're going to slowly reach the arms, lifting the torso towards the ceiling. Now you want to sink forward with your hips. Perhaps if that right foot has come back, creep it so that it's underneath your right knee. Sinking the hips, if it's too much with the arms up, you can keep your arms on your waist, or cactus. Holding it there and breathe. So it's really important in your practice, because this is your practice. I will guide you through the different individual poses, but everybody's body's different. Everybody can do some poses really well and other poses not so well. So if I'm showing you a modification and you need to take it, please do. Don't feel you have to hold the poses. Or if I don't show you a modification and you still can do it, then you modify it to suit yourself. One more breath, breathe in. And on the exhale, we're going to drop the left hand to the mat and circle that right arm, opening up into the ceiling. So you're with a little twist, a low lunge twist. So everybody's going to be different here. We're moving into Vashisthasana, side plank. So we need to really anchor down into that left wrist being underneath the left shoulder, strong arm. Now you can modify this by bringing the left knee in and then stepping back with that right foot into a half side plank. For those of you who want to take the full version, you're going to lift the back knee away from the floor and then lift the right foot on top of the left foot for a full side plank. And when we're in side plank, we want to think into the hips to create that lift. So think into your left ribs, left hip, and pushing up to the right hip and the right ribs. Good. Stepping the feet and breathing. One more breath. Breathe in. And on the exhalation, we're going to rotate that right hand to the mat. Both hands are on the floor. Lower your left hip to the mat. Lower the left hip to the mat. Now take your left hand and hold on to your right shoulder. So this right hand is now anchoring us into the floor. I want you to look back at your hips and make sure your hips are in line with your knees, in line with your ankles. And then lower your left shoulder to the mat. And then you're going to use that right hand at the strength of your biceps in your right arm to push the floor away. Coming up into a side curl. And then lower. 5 more. 5. And lower. 4. Breathe. And lower. This is strengthening in the triceps. 3. Lovely, Louise. And 2. And 1. Gorgeous. And lower. And then it's just a bit fiddly. You just turn you drop the right hand to the floor, and then the left hand, tuck the toes of both feet under, rotate into your plank, into your downward dog. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, take the left knee to the left elbow, and then bring it back to downward dog. Left knee to the right elbow, bring it back to downward dog. Engage in the core. Knee to the nose, and then step up with the left foot. Framing your hands, drop the back knee, anchor down the feet, and then release the arms and the hands to the ceiling. Draw the navel in, sink the hips. Maybe have to creep that left foot up a little. Take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, drop the right hand to the mat, and the left hand circles all the way up to the ceiling, looking up at your thumb. So this is an opportunity to open the chest, open your collarbones, and if it's too much with the hand to the ceiling, you can bring it to your waist. Keep breathing. 1 more. Now same on this side. If you need to take the modified side plank, we're going to slide that left knee, or left foot, sorry, back, and rotate the right foot back. So this is the modified Vashisthasana. For the full version, back to our low lunge, you lift the right knee first. Lift the right knee first. Yeah, lift the right knee, tuck the toes of the right foot under. And then pivot, so you're coming into the outside edge of the right foot, and then stack the left. Keep lifting the right hip, right ribs. Good, 1 long line. Beautiful, everybody. Tucking in the tailbone, draw the navel in. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 1 more breath. Breathe in. And on the exhalation, the left hand drops to the mat, then the right hip, just the right hip, just the right hip. Good. Then take the left hand, the right hand to your left shoulder. There's too many opposites today. And then slowly, we're going to lower that right shoulder to the mat. So that left hand is just beside your chest. You're using that left hand to push the body away from the floor. For 5, and then lower. Push, lift, breathe in. Exhale, lower. Good. 3 more. Inhale, push. Exhale, lower. Take your time, control. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Beautiful. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Good. Exhale, lower. Last one. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. And then just lift so that you can free up that right hand to rotate. Tuck the toes of both feet under. Plank. Downward dog. Reset the breath. Head it out. Breathe. 1 more breath. Breathe in. And on the exhalation, bend your knees. Lift your gaze like up towards the front of the mat. Big step up with your right, followed by your left. Half lift. Half lift. So straight spine, straight legs. Fingertips come to the shins. Forward fold over your 2 legs. Bend your knees. Bend your knees. Forward fold. Now take a hold of your elbows and just sway your body from side to side. Sway your body from side to side. That's it, good. Feet are hip distance apart, toes align with heels. And then come back to center, your head is heavy. Release your hands to the mat and roll up from your tailbone. Stacking, stacking. With your head coming last. Open up the heart, bring your hands together in Anjali Mudra, thumbs touching your heart. Close your eyes and set a little intention for your practice today. Take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, flutter your eyelids open. Surya Namaskar. Inhale. The first one, we're going to take a modification version. Forward fold, straight spine, straight legs. half lift, hands to the shin, straight spine, straight legs. Bend the knees, hands to the floor. Step back with your right, followed by your left. And then drop your knees for our half plank. Now our arms and shoulders are super warm. Hug those elbows in and lower our heart to the mat. Keep that belly button drawn in. Squeeze the toes, tuck in your tailbone. Lift the heart away from the floor. Cobra, Bhujangasana. Now, try not to have the shoulders to the ears. The heel of your hand, imagine you're drawing them back in towards your waist. Elbows bend, and then lower your heart back to the mat. Tuck the toes of both feet under, push the floor away. Lift the knees, plank. Lift the sit bones up. Downward dog. Take your 5 breaths. Anybody has hypermobility, and just have a little bend in your elbows. Just a little bend. Shoulders drawing back and down. The scapula working down your spine. One more breath. Breathe in. And on the exhale, bend your knees, lift your gaze, step up. Right, followed by the left, half lift with the same breath. Exhale, completely fold. Inhale, extended mountain. Exhale to your heart, side 2. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step back, left, followed by right. Plank. You can stay in plank and lower in chaturanga, or drop your knees for half plank. Chaturanga. And then lower all the way down, roll those shoulders back, squeeze the toes, tuck in the tailbone, lift the heart, cobra. Keep those elbows bent for cobra. And then melt the chest, push the floor away. Plank, stepping up into your downward dog. Now for your first breath, do a little anatomy scan. Press the hands into the mat. Put the forearms in. Rotate your biceps away from one another, creating space in your upper back. Ribs tucked in to protect your organs. Belly in. Sit bones high. And to keep the focus on your spine, bend your knees. Don't be afraid to bend your knees. If you have a super elongated spine, then have your legs straight, with your heels working down towards the floor. Now if your heels meet the floor, lift your toes. There's always an added extra step here. One more breath. Inhale. And on the exhale, bend your knees, lift your gaze, and step up. 1, 2. The same in breath, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift the knees, squeeze the thighs, engage your center, hands to your heart. Round 2. Inhale. Exhale, diving forward, so the weight comes forward rather than your heels. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step back, 1, 2. Chaturanga. Upward dog this time now, or you can stay with your cobra. Upward dog, the arms are straight, the heart is lifted, shoulders away from the ears, and lift your gaze. And then from upward dog, you transition to downward dog. If you're in cobra, you move through plank. And breathe. Fix your gaze on the spot between your knees. Anchor into your breath. One more. Inhale. And on the exhale, lift your gaze, lift your gaze, bend your knees, jump or step to the front of your mat. Half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale to your heart. Last time. Inhale. Exhale, dive forward. Weight to the balls of the feet. Half lift. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step back. 1, 2, plank, chaturanga. Upward dog or cobra. And then downward dog. Your breath is your connection to clarity. My breath is my connection to clarity. Yeah, that's it. 2 more. Inhale, done in our seat is sexy bum. So no sexy bum, and we don't want to hide the bum. So we're creating this concave upper torso. We want to find a little happy medium between those two areas. Sit down low, so we're strengthening our lovely legs. Feet together, legs together. I know you can do it with your feet apart, but what I want you to work on is the adductor muscles in the inner legs. I want you to squeeze them together, and by squeezing them together, we're engaging our glutes. Lovely big bum muscles. And I say big because they're the biggest muscle group of your body, not because we have big bums. Just to clarify. 2 more breaths. Breathe in. Slow. Exhale. 1 more. In. Now this is the start of the flow, okay? So the flow sequence is one pose connected to the next. We're going to take the first 2 rounds slow, and then we'll do it at a much increased pace on the second 2 rounds. So we're going to come into what is called a half sit. So you low all the way down and you extend arms. So you low so that your front torso is resting on your thighs. You're engaging those legs, keeping this position strong, and the arms come out, extended from your shoulders. Hold in half squat. Okay, good. And then from here, we're going to swoop those arms back and forward fold. Uttanasana, forward fold. The arms sweep all the way back with a breath in, and then on the exhale, let's swoop back to our half squat. You're going to be squatted out today. And then inhale, Uttanasana. We're doing this 3 more times, and then back to your half squat. Squeeze those legs together. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Inhale, Uttanasana. Exhale, half squat. 1 more. Inhale, Uttanasana. Exhale, half squat. Squeeze those legs together. And then lift up into squat. Lift up into squat. Step back with this. Oh no, sorry, we don't. We take the right knee up to the ceiling. Bring your hands to your heart. Right knee to the ceiling. Now this is where the balance comes in. We're going to do a little pendulum swing. So we're coming into warrior 3. So this right leg swoops back down to the floor. Little micro bend into that left knee. Little buoyancy in that left knee. Swooping that right leg back straight. And then a little counterbalance with the torso comes forward. Now, try not to turn out the toes. Keep the toes pointed to the floor, heel to the ceiling. And then as you swoop this leg down, you're going to keep it straight, not the knee to the ceiling. So it's a little pendulum swing. And then back again, 4 more times. Breathe in, warrior 3. Breathe out, pendulum forward. Keep going. A little bend between the swoops, and then straighten as you hold the final position, okay? So bend into the left knee as you swoop through, warrior 3, and then straighten. And then swoop through, forward. Last time. Swoop back, a little bend, holding it here. Warrior 3. Squeeze the belly in, squeeze the left glute, and then we're reaching back with those right toes to the back of your mat, bend deeply into that left foot, into our present legs position, all 10 toes face to the front of your mat, and then reach the arms to the ceiling. Crescent. Front knee is bent, back leg is straight. Good. We want those hips to be square with the front of our mat. Lovely. And we want to lift, 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 lift. Okay. So yes, it is all about balance here. So the concentration, the core, all engaged. And we introduce balance to yoga because it's clarity of the mind. You can't think of anything else. Whatever drama or trauma or anything that's happening in your life, or past or future, it doesn't matter. Because all you can think about is holding that position. Good. Now, we're going to do a little tricky dicky pose. This, not our left, we don't do a tricky dicky. So, we're going to go back into our warrior 3. Back into our warrior 3. And then we're going to do a little curtsy pose with this right knee coming to the left calf. Right knee coming to the left calf. Now, you can place your right hand onto the floor. The next time we do it, we'll try and put the right hand to the floor. And then this left hand reaches back to your right foot. Okay. So, you may stay here if this is enough for you. We did this last week from the floor up. Now we're doing it from the sky down. So then you straighten this left leg and you bend into that left knee. Okay, so it's a little pose that we did last week. If you remember, we did it from the and then release the foot, and then bring it back to our crescent. Back to our crescent. So head to the orla, head to do a chicken technique, you know me. Okay, so now you're in crescent, we're going to go back to our warrior three, hands to your heart, lift, lift, lift with that right heel to the ceiling. We're going to bend this left knee 5 times. So a little curtsy with the left knee and straighten, right leg still behind, bend and straighten. 3 more. Bend and straighten, 2 and straighten, last one. Bend and straighten, then bring the hands to the floor and lift that right heel to the ceiling, standing split. And then we're going to pulse that right heel to the ceiling for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop that right foot beside your left foot and then sweep the arms up into Utkatasana, chair pose. Chair pose. Just want to make sure no one has any debris onto the mat. Now if you're not at the front of your mat, come to the front of your mat. Okay, good. So now we're going to lift our heels away from the floor in our chair, in our Utkatasana. And then lower the sit bones down to your heels, staying in the form of chair. Heels, with the heels lifted, sit bones down. Now we're going to go for a little roly-poly. I'll demonstrate first, and then push the floor away to come back up. So we're going to lower, we've done this before, and then as you come up, this is slow motion, cross your legs, and then try not to use your hands as you rotate round to the back. Okay? A little bit of fun. So, chair, and then believe in yourself, roly-poly, cross your legs, push, and then rotate. Or use your hands. Or use your hands. Good. Good, good, good. And then step up to the front of your mat. Step, or back of your mat, back of your mat. That's it. Now back together. Chair. So same again now on the other side. Chair, chair, chair. Lovely. Good. Smile, you're on camera. So we're in chair, and then we do our little half chair. So we lower, lower, lower. The arms just shoot it out from the shoulders, and we're resting our bellies onto our thighs. We're resting our bellies onto our thighs. So you're folded over, the feet are flat onto the mat, the knees are bent, and the sit bones are in line with your knees. And then you swoop those arms back, forward fold, Uttanasana on the exhalation. Inhale back to your half squat, belly stays on your thighs. Exhale, Uttanasana. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Half squat. Exhale. Forward fold. And then sweep all the way up into your Uttanasana. Uttanasana. Yeah? Or Utkatasana. Sorry, chair. Chair. Good. Now from here, take a weight to your right foot and lift your left knee up towards the ceiling. Take your hands to your heart. We're going to do our little pendulum swing. First one, we're getting positioned into that warrior three. So we anchor down into that right foot. Bring the torso forward and the left leg goes out and back. Flex the left foot so that the leg stays active. And then a little buoyancy in that right knee to sweep that right leg down. Bring it through, straight. And then sweep. Bring it back for 5. Inhale forward. Exhale back. 4. Inhale forward. Exhale back. 3. Inhale forward. 4. Keep lifting, lifting, lifting out of the hips. And then exhale back. Try not to bend the knee through. Yeah, you're swooping. So it asks a lot more of the core. And then last one, forward. And then little bend in the knee to bring it through. Warrior three. Good. You're going to bend deeply into that right knee, deeply, deeply, and then step that left foot back to the front of your mat, which is the way behind. And then reach up with your crescent. Reach up with your crescent. Okay, good. Hold in crescent. So we have the front of our mat as an indication where our hips are to be aligned. So the hips align with the line of the mat. Back heel is lifted, all 10 toes to the front of your mat. Now try if you can to straighten that back leg. It asks a lot more of your left thigh muscles. So you need to lift the knee and squeeze the thigh muscles to the bone. And sink those hips. Sink. One more breath. Inhale. And on the exhale, we're back to our warrior three. Hands to your heart and then lift, lift, lift. Now we're coming into the turkey dipping. Give it a whirl. We're going to take a curtsy squat, left knee to the right calf. Then your left hand can come down to the floor. You bring that right hand, hold on to the left foot, and then push the foot into the hand and hand into the foot as you bend deeply into that right knee. So this is a form of an 8 limb pose. And then release, take the left foot back into our crescent, and then to our warrior 3, and then standing split. Standing split. Where we're going, oh no, sorry, back to warrior 3. Bring up my little pulse of the right knee, so bend and straighten that hip to not forget about that side, right? Bend and straighten, 3 more. Bend and straighten, keep the top foot active. Bend and straighten, last one. Bend and straighten, hands to the floor, lift the left heel up to the ceiling and pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop that left foot beside the right foot, I know, and then swoop up into Utkatasana. Breathe, 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 breathe. Utkatasana. Feet together, legs together. We're going to lift the heels away from the floor. Lift, 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 lift. Those calves will be burning. And then lower the sit bones down to the heels. Trust yourself. Trust yourself. You're going to roll back, bum to the floor. I can't do it here. Roll back, feet to the ceiling. And then roll all the way up, cross your legs and swing around. And then step up to the front of your mat. Yay. Okay. Bit of fun on a Tuesday morning. Sweet. Okay, we're going to do that again. But we're not going to hold. We're going to flow. We're going to flow, okay? So, focus. Breathe. Remember, it doesn't last forever. We're engaging our core. We're balancing, so we're emptying our mind of thought, all the crazy things that we think about from morning to night. So now all we do is anchor down into the feet, okay? Squat. Breathe in. Half squat. Exhale. Now take it, inhale here. Feet together, knees together. So you're using those adductors. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half squat. Exhale, fold. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Keep squeezing those legs. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Squeeze those legs like that into squat. Take the weight to the left foot. Bring the right knee to the ceiling. Warrior 3. Bring it back. Hands to your heart. Anchor down into that left foot. Squeeze. Engage your core. You can do it. Now we're going to swoop the right leg through straight. And then to keep it straight, it's the left knee that bends as you bring it through. Back to your warrior 3. 3 more just like that. For 3, inhale. Exhale. We're not rushing this now so you can take your balance. 2. Exhale. 1, keep lifting out of the hips. And hold warrior 3. Now we're going to step back with that right foot to the back of your mat and then reach the arms up to the ceiling. Hold crescent. Breathe in. And on the exit, hands to your heart. You're going to lean into that left foot. You're coming into warrior 3 again. So you need to get that knee and foot ready. Push the toes away of the right foot. Warrior 3. Now little curtsy squat. Now if you can't do the little 8 limb pose, just stay in curtsy squat. Right hand to the floor, hold on to the right foot. A deep bend of that left knee. Squeeze. Lower the right hip to the floor. That's it. And then release, stepping back into your crescent. Into our warrior 3. Exhale. A little bend of the left knee for 5. Inhale. Exhale. Bend. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Hands to the floor. Standing split. I know that left bum is burning. Pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet together, legs together. Squat. Lift, 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 lift. I know I'm burning too. Lift the heels and then lower. Sit bones down to the heels. Go for a little roly-poly. Roll legs together and then cross and then lift and turn. Step to the back of your mat. Squat. Squat. Inhale. Good. And then swoop down into your half squat. Arms are extended from your shoulders. Inhale. Exhale. exhale, fold. Inhale, squat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half squat. Heels, press them into the mat. Fold. Inhale, squeeze the legs together. Exhale, fold. Last time. Inhale, half squat. Exhale, fold, and then sweep up into your chair. Chair. And then take the weight to the right foot. Lift the left knee to the ceiling. Standing up, standing up. Hands to your heart. Warrior three. So bring that left knee back. Straighten that left leg. Toes to the floor, heel to the ceiling. Squeeze, get your balance. Now you're going to do your little pendulum swing. So you bend, have a buoyancy in that right knee, bringing the leg through. For 5. Bring it back. 4. Keep lifting out of the hips. 3. Heart lifted. Belly in. 2. And last one. Lift. And then back to your warrior three. Start to bend deeply into that right knee. You're stepping back into your crescent. Reaching arms up to the ceiling. Bend into your front knee deeply. Bend into front knee deeply. Back leg is straight. Good, into our crescent. Then we're going to do a little curtsy squat. And then come into your warrior three. Little curtsy squat. And then reach that right hand down to your left. And then lower. Squeeze. And then release. Back to your crescent. Back to warrior three for a little bend and straighten. Warrior three, right foot on fire for 5. And 4, keep reaching that left knee to the ceiling. 3, draw that navel in. 2, and 1, hands to the floor. Lift the left knee to the ceiling for standing straight and pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet together, legs together. Squat to Utkatasana. And then lift the heels. Lower to the heels. And then go for a roly-poly. Roll back. Feet push across. And rotate. Step to the front of your mat. Vinyasa to the downward dog. Inhale. Urdhva Hastasana. Extended mountain. Swan dive. Catching your breath. Half lift. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step back, plank. Chaturanga. Upward dog or cobra. And then downward dog. Reset the breath. Reset everything. Breathe. My breath is my anchor to this present moment. It is my connection to clarity. One more. Inhale. On the exhale, take the weight to your left foot and bring your right heel to the ceiling. Right heel to the ceiling. Then take that right knee to your right elbow. So you need to come forward into one-legged plank. That's it. Then bring that heel back to the ceiling and take your right knee to your left elbow. Left elbow. And then bring it back to the ceiling. Squeezing the belly in. Bring your right knee to your nose and step up with your right foot. Good. Stepping up into your right foot, into runner's lunge. Plant that left hand into the mat and open and rotate the right hand to the ceiling. So take this opportunity to really grind into that right heel. Take the weight away from your left hand, coming onto the fingertips of your left hand. So you have to engage your core even more. And then, pulling with that right hand, someone's up there on the ceiling, pulling your right hand up, up, up. Stay in your twist as you lift, lift, lift up into crescent twist. Rotating, round to your right. Left hand in front, right hand back. Good. Then this left arm is going to circle to the ceiling. This right knee and foot does not move. The left heel rotates down. We're coming into warrior two. So left arm circles up to the ceiling and the right arm comes forward. So the right knee and foot doesn't move. We stay, keep it bent. Right knee bent into warrior two. Good. Now just check out that left foot because I know we went from here to here. We want that left heel to be the furthest point back. The left heel. That's it. That's it. Now bend deeply into that right knee, creating that 90-degree angle, and rotate your nose round to the right. Good. So sometimes what happens in Warrior Two when we transition into it, we stick out our bums. So I want you to tuck in the tailbone. So we are here, we need to tuck it in, tuck in the ribs, the belly, and relax the shoulders. Good. Now we're going to move, it's a bit squishy over here, but I'll try my best. I might go outside. So, we're going to move from Warrior Two into Skandasana on the left side. So all that we do is we straighten this right leg, we pivot on the left toes, bend deeply, I'm holding on to the wall because I'm going to headbutt it. We bend deeply into that left knee, flexing that right foot. Hands can come to the floor for support, or hands into your prayer. Now, it's a squat, yeah, that's it. Louise, squat, over to the left side. Now we try to bring that left knee to the floor. Some of you can manage it, me, I can't. So, from here, we're going to lift strong thigh, and then push with that right hand into crescent legs. The right hand bringing a ball of energy from Skandasana to here, crescent legs. So, 10 toes facing the back of your mat again, okay? We're using the full rotation of the mat. From here, we did this last week, Bhujangasana. We did it lying down, and a few different other variations. This time we're doing it standing with the opposite hand. So this right leg is going to shoot up. Now, if you can't extend the leg, keep the knee bent. The left hand is going to reach down, hold on to the left foot, and you're going to extend it out with the right hand behind. Now, if you can't extend the leg, hold on to the right knee with your left hand and rotate round to the right. That's it. Good. Good. Breathe. One more breath. Breathe in. And on exhale, taking a hold of the foot, place that foot onto your left thigh into a one-knee squat. One-knee squat or one-leg squat. Figure 4. So, right foot is flexed, right knee out to the right. Perhaps even hold on to the foot and the knee. That helps hold this band. Otherwise, take your hand to your heart. Squat. Gorgeous. Breathe. And then from here, Garudasana, eagle. We're going to wrap that right leg around our left leg. Squeeze those legs together and tuck your right toes into your left heel. Now, because it's the right leg that goes over the left, we're taking the left arm over the right. Wrapping the right arm around the left. Squeeze everything together. Human pretzel. Squeeze. This is why I'm emphasizing these adductors. That really helps to hold this balance. One more breath. Inhale. And on exhale, release. Vinyasa to downward dog. Inhale. Exhale, one down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step back 1, 2 times. Chaturanga. Upward over cobra. Downward dog. Take a breath in. Exhale completely. Weight to your right foot. On the inhale, left leg to the sky. Inhale, and on the exhale, take the left knee to your left elbow, and then back to the sky. On the exhale, inhale, take it to your opposite elbow, and then exhale back to the sky. Take the left knee to your nose, and then a big step up with the left foot. Anchor down that right hand to the floor, and open up the left hand to the ceiling. Runner's twist. Good. Now remember, we're not going to put weight too much onto that right hand. Start to get it light, engaging your core, engaging your center, anchor into the left heel, and then come onto the fingertips of the right hand. And then pulling onto that left ribs, rotate to your left, to the coffee side of the room, up into your twisted crescent. Twisted crescent. Good. Holding it here. Breathe. One more breath. Now we're moving from here. We're going to rotate the torso round to a warrior two. Left knee, foot doesn't move. The right heel rotates. Right arm, and then followed by the left. It's a little helicopter movement. Anchor down into that right heel. So left knee stays bent, didn't move. And then look back at your right heel. Look back to your right heel. Your right heel should be the furthest point back. So if you're here, pivot onto, and then tuck in your tailbone, draw the navel in, no movement here, just focus, strengthening the legs, sinking the hips, 90 Relaxing the shoulders. Remember, connection to the breath creates clarity. One more. Into Skandasana. So, pivoting on the feet. We're moving to the right. So we straighten that left, pivot to the right, pivot the right foot to the right. Bend deeply into that right knee, sinking the hips and flexing the left foot. Good. Holding it here for a breath. Breathe in. And on the exhale, crescent legs. Pushing the energy now to the front of the room. Crescent legs. Bend into that right knee. Lifting the left heel. Left heel. So crescent legs. So from here to here. Good. Now we're going to bring this back foot up to our little balance, the Dhanusthasana. Holding onto the knee of the foot. Extending it out. Lifting the left arm. Squeeze. One more breath. If it's too much for the legs straight, you have super duper long legs. Julia Roberts. And then placing that left ankle onto the right knee and holding onto that left knee. Bending into your one-legged squat. Either holding onto the foot and knee or bring your hands into prayer. Squeeze that belly in. One more breath. Breathe in. And on the exhale, wrap. Garudasana, eagle. Left, this time over the right. And maybe one side is a little bit more tighter than the other, like mine. And this time we're taking the right arm over the left, wrapping them around. Squeeze, fix your heels. I'm going on a little roller coaster here. Breathe in. And on the exhale, release. Vinyasa to the downward dog. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back. 1, 2. Plank, chaturanga, upward dog or cobra, downward dog, downward dog. How much do you love downward dog? Breathe in, and on the exhale, drop your knees to the mat, and then cross your feet behind, and then sit back down. So guys, you are going to need to alternate here. We're going to come into a wide leg open. So alternate. If anybody needs a little bit more elevation, like me, grab your foam block, sitting on the edge of the foam block. So it's a little wide with the feet and the legs. Flexing the legs, or flexing the feet. And then you're going to go to the right side first. So the important part of this is not necessarily depth. It's keeping the legs active, okay? We're going to do a little side stretch. So the right hand slides along the right leg, and the left arm comes up and over. Now, what we don't want to happen is this left shoulder coming forward, yeah? You want the shoulders to be stacked, one on top of the other. You also don't want the sit bones to lift off of the floor. Press both sit bones down, grind them into the floor, and you just side stretch over. Perhaps some of you can reach down and hold on to the toes, pulling on the toes to rotate even more. That's it. And breathe. So it's an opportunity to reset the breath, enjoy the stretch, and even into the legs, because you've strengthened those legs. You're nice and warm and, dare I say, sweaty. So nice and length into the hamstrings, into the calves, and into the Achilles. One more breath. Breathe in. And on the exhale, rotate, using the side ribs, your obliques that we worked on from the start of the class, coming back up to neutral, other side. So the left hand slides down, and the right arm comes up and over, stacking shoulders, stacking hips. Keep that rotation, the top shoulder going back, bottom shoulder coming forward. Feet flexing, really activating those legs. One more breath. Inhale. And on the exhale, slowly coming all the way back up. Good. And then bring your hands behind. If you're sitting on the block, take the block out. Bring your hands behind, lean into your hands and slide your legs together. You're going to need your blocks. Oh no, sorry, we're not needing the blocks just yet, okay? So we're going to lower down onto our backs. Lower down onto our Take your knees with you and take your elbows to your knees. Lift your head and your shoulders away from the floor. And I really want you to get those elbows to the knees. Get those elbows. So really squeeze the ribs down to the hips and the hips up to the ribs. You're going to release your left leg and your left arm further away from one another. Keep your head and your shoulders lifted, squeeze, and then bring that left knee back to the left elbow. Release the right, extend, inhale, or no, exhale, inhale back together. Exhale, release left. Inhale back together. Keep going. In or exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. 6. Elbows to knees. Back. 5. And back. Good. 4. Keep squeezing. Keep condensing. 3. Squeeze. 2. Amazing, Shirley. Back. It's not going to last forever. Keep squeezing. 1. I think there's a half there. Half. And collapse. Release. There's such sound effects today. Amazing sound effects. Okay. We've laughed. One more. One more. Okay. This is a diamond shape if you look up with your hands. And you're going to place a diamond shape underneath your lower buttocks or your lower back, upper buttocks. You're going to bring your feet up to the ceiling and then open them out wide. Okay, good. Then you're going to lower the heels down to the floor with the legs wide and bringing them up back to the ceiling and then cross. Right foot in front of left and then open, lower, lift, left in front of right. Open, heels down, squeeze the belly in, all in the core, lift, right in front of left. Open, down, up, cross. Open, down, up, cross. Open, down, up. Adductors in. Open, down, up, cross. Keep going. 5. There's a little dance going on here. 3. Keep going. 2. And 1. Well done. Take your knees into your chest. Wrap your knees. Give yourself a big hug. Lift your head up towards your knees. Kiss both knees. Mwah, mwah. Good job. Well done. Rock your body. Lower your head and shoulders back down and rock your body from side to side. Just have one last stretch. Just a stretch, not a core. So lift your feet up to the ceiling, happy baby pose. Hands can come behind your knees or reach up, hold on to the feet. Or if you feel like you need a little bit more of a stretch, wrap your peace fingers around your 2 big toes. Open up your legs, stretch. Bring in your toes in the direction of the floor. That's it, beautiful. Happy baby or wide leg stretch, it's up to you. And if you're in happy baby, you can go for a little spin, rocking side to side. And then come back to neutral. Release your feet to the floor. Maybe you want to wrap yourself up. Maybe you do not. We're now into relaxation. The tendency is to cool down quickly. So I do recommend that you wrap up. Just so that your body doesn't go from being super warm to cold. And then it's a bit of a shock and then you can't relax. So I know you feel sweaty. Still good to wrap up. Well done. Wasn't that bad, was it? 4 more weeks, guys. This is week 5, so next week is the new block. 4 weeks. So just let me know if you're going to keep your spot or if you have to open it up to other people. Thank you so much. Find your way into Shavasana. Arms by your sides, palms rotated up to the ceiling. If anybody would like a bolster, raise their arm and I will assist. And come back to that connection of the breath. The connection of the breath, allowing for clarity of the mind. So just like you breathe at the very start of the class, emptying your mind of thought and all of your routine and activities just to your right, to your mat. Now I want you to try and forget about all that you did in class, all the hard work of strengthening and stretching our bodies, just from our bodies. No weights, no gym equipment, just a mat. And you were able to create all of this warmth, heat, sweat. And now you are giving yourself permission to let go of all of that sweat, let go of all of that activation, tension. You're giving your bodies permission to melt into the floor, into the earth, wrapped in Mother Earth's arms. Embraced back to the earth. Only your breath. Replenishing and renewing. Take your awareness to the back of your head. Relax the back of your head, sides of your head, crown of your head, forehead. Relax your eyebrows and your eyebrow center, your third eye. Relax your nose and nostrils, eyelids and eyes, cheeks, ears, upper lip, lower lip. Unclench your teeth and remove your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Relax your jaw and your chin, throat and neck, collarbones, chest and heart. See your heart resting on a hammock, softly beating. Relax your front ribs, side ribs, back ribs, your belly, belly button. Relax your pelvis, your hips, thighs, knees, shins, ankles, tops of your feet. Your two big toes, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. Soles of your feet, heels. Relax your calves, the backs of your knees, hamstrings, buttocks, lower back, middle back, upper back. Relax your shoulder blades and your shoulders, armpits, upper arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, heel of your hands, thumbs, forefingers, middle finger, ring finger, little finger. The backs of your hands and the palms of your hands. Your four extremities are relaxed. Arms and legs, torso and head. All of your muscles, your ligaments and tendons. All of your organs, relaxed, resting. Every bone and every cell of your whole being, relaxed. All spiritual teachings come down to this. Wake up. Welcome in this world and all of its wonder. Spread your wings and take your life outside, into the light, and let it breathe. Pick this peaceful place of pure perfection within you. Put it in your pocket. Take it with you wherever you go. Know that it is always available when called upon with a sincere heart. Taking your awareness back to your breath. The cool of the in and warmth of the out. The expansion of your torso with your inhale. The contraction as you release. In your awareness to your body lying on your mat. The parts of your body connected to the floor. The space that you take up on your mat and within the studio. Becoming aware of your surroundings and tuning into sounds. Start with your breath. The tiny pulsations and vibrations in your body. And taking your awareness to your hands and to your feet. And bringing energy back in. Begin to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, and then relax. Relax both your hands and your feet. Bringing your awareness into your tummy. Engage your tummy a little as you start to slide your heels one at a time up towards your sit bones. Just take a moment here, allowing your spine to adjust. Feet planted into the floor. And when you're ready, take your knees one at a time up towards your chest. Holding on to either the top or underneath, lengthen your spine and rock your body from side to side. And then come back to neutral with your eyes closed. Extend your right arm up and over your head and roll over onto your right side. Placing your left hand on the floor, just in front of your heart. Keeping your eyes closed. With your eyes closed, slowly push the floor away with your left hand, coming up into a seated Sukhasana. Sit up tall with your heart lifted, legs are crossed or straight, and bring your hands together. And rotate your feet in the hands, and then place them over your eyes. Open your eyes now, and then squeeze them shut. Open wide, squeeze them shut open. Look up, look down, look to the right, to the left. Rotate clockwise, anti-clockwise. And then close them again as you bring your hands together into Anjali Mudra with your thumbs touching your heart. Lifting your heart high, shoulders away from your ears. Take a deep breath in here. And on the exhale, bow your chin into your chest. Take a moment now to repeat your own positive affirmation, your Sankalpa. And then repeat to yourself, my breath is my anchor to this present moment. It is my connection to clarity. whether your eyelids